Hey guys, I am back 3 weeks later with a new video, which is this one. I have my coffee and I have pulled up something just a little kind of, um, it's not like a rant really, it's just like a list of things that apparently girls like in guys and things that guys don't know about girls. And then I'm going to look at some things that like guys think girls want and um, yeah, so we're gonna kind of debunk some of those, I guess, since I'm a girl and I know what girls actually think like. Well, I know what I actually think like. I don't know, like, I'm not saying this goes for all girls though. Alright, so this is out of 99 questions or 99 facts that guys should know about girls. Okay, what do girls like in guys? Alright, guys, take careful note. Okay, number one. Girls try to hint at what they want from guys, but they don't like to say it. Alright, this is something that I think really confuses a lot of guys. But here's the thing, if a girl wants something, she is not going to just come out and say it. And there goes my lights, which are very precariously hung from the ceiling. If they fall, I will ignore that after laughing. Okay, so yes, we will not come right out and say it unless we really think there's no other way to get through to you. Why? Girls kind of communicate through subtle messages. We don't like to come out directly and say something, and I don't really know why that is, except that we kind of want to know if a guy is paying attention to how we feel. It's a way of kind of seeing how much or testing how much the guy actually cares about how we feel, see if he notices the changes in how we act. And it's kind of a little bit, what's the word, aggressive or demanding if we just come out and say, well, you did this and I don't like it, blah, blah, blah. Like, instead, if a guy upset me, I would basically change my attitude and start acting upset or start acting withdrawn. And basically, it's up to him to notice that. So that's number one. Yeah, that's true. Girls like holding hands. Even in public, it means you're protecting her and proud of her. Yes. If you hold my hand in public, that means you are calling me yours. And if you don't, then that means basically you're embarrassed of me or something. And that goes for kissing too. If we generally kiss when I see you, I'm gonna expect you to do that in front of my friends too. Because if you don't, that's giving me a message, whether it's intentional or not, that you are ashamed of me or you don't want to be associated with me or you don't want people to know you're hiding our relationship or whatever it is. That's the kind of message that a girl gets when you don't do little things like that. And again, here's an important thing that guys don't really realize is that girls overthink everything. Because if you look at it from just the way that we are, we're social. We're very social. Get, we enjoy to talk and to go out and do things and communicate. That's just the way we are. And basically, if you don't do these actions, we're gonna think something of it, even if it's not really something. So yeah, just be careful because that actually got me pretty pissed lately. And it might not always be what you think or what we think it is, but it will get us mad regardless. Alright. 3. Girls love surprises and gifts. And a girl may expect something from her boyfriend, but that doesn't mean he just loves the material things. It means he remembers her and appreciates her. Yes, I would love, love, love to have a guy that gives me gifts. Honestly, though, the biggest misconception that guys have is, oh, well, girls only like us for only like the money or whatever, that aspect. I don't care how much fucking money you have. If you treat me like gold, I'm gonna stick with you. And that's just how it is for me. I don't know. Some girls might just be in it for the cash, but that's only if you're like really ugly, I guess, and you have money. Then, like, if you're a sugar daddy or whatever, I don't know what you expect. It's basically, it is cash, and that's all it's about, really. But as far as like regular relationships go, it's not all about the money. It's about how you treat the girl and also the little things, you know? They don't go unnoticed. And personally, I would really appreciate that kind of thing. And I would not take it for granted. A lot of girls maybe would, but that's just me. Girls like when guys ask advice for them. That action shows that you trust her and that she's somebody you can count on. Yes, that is very true. We like to communicate with you more than you know. But I guess guys don't really like talking about their feelings that much or revealing too much. But you should, because that makes us feel great. If a girl likes a certain item of clothing that her boyfriend wears, he should wear it more. Personally, I find dress shirts, dress pants, and nice shoes very attractive. If your pants are falling off your ass and I can see your underwear or your boxers, every time I see you, I'm literally going to be thinking in my head, put a damn belt on. Okay? So don't dress like a slob. And ladies, same goes for us. I mean, like, I don't have a problem if, like, you wear sweatpants or whatever. Like, that's up to you. And nobody should be able to tell you, like, oh, don't wear sweatpants. You have to dress nice every day. Wear what you want, but try not to look like, if you're a guy, a humongous slob. Because one thing that really bothers me is the pants below the butt cheeks. That really bothers me. And a lot of girls, too. I will make fun of you for it behind your back. Girls like guys who can protect her. Yes, we may not admit it, but the majority of females, I think, appreciate feeling protected. That doesn't mean we can't take care of ourselves, though. We just like to have somebody that we can lean on. And, you know, deep down, if you really think about it, that's what we were like when we were, like, lower in the evolutionary scale. Like, we wanted to be protected. That's what the male does for the female. If a girl really wants to be with a guy, she'll make sure it happens. Number 7. Yeah. If a girl really wants a guy, she's gonna forgive you a lot, and you probably should not take that for granted. But that's to a point. If you really, really piss her off or really make her upset, like, there's a difference between forgiving and forgetting, and there's a difference between stepping over the line and not stepping over the line. And every girl has that line. And sometimes there's big exceptions when she really cares about a guy. Like me, I make really big exceptions, I guess, but that's to a point. Okay? If she really, really cares, she's gonna forgive, but she's not gonna forget. And if she really, really, really cares, she might not forgive you because, honestly, as far as some things go, some mistakes, that's gonna weigh on her for a long time. So just be careful, guys. And, yeah, girls will try to do whatever it takes to make that relationship happen or stay together. Next. Girls don't like too flirty guys. Flirting with a lot of girls means you're not a one-woman man. And actions speak louder all the time. If I see you texting other chicks, that's a big, 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 no. I don't care if we are dating or not. If you're talking to other chicks, I'm obviously not good enough for you, or I'm not giving you what you need, or etc. So, yeah. Don't talk to other chicks, because here's the thing. Girls can have guy friends that they're not attracted to. That's kind of normal. Girls friend zone guys a lot more than guys friend zone girls. So if a girl has a bunch of guy friends, that does not necessarily mean anything out of the ordinary is happening. But if a guy has a lot of girl friends, that's not normal. That means he's hitting on other chicks. That, like, it's very unusual for a guy to have a girl who he's friends with who he's not attracted to, in my opinion, or just wants even sex from. That's just the way I see it. Okay, be protective, but not too much. Honestly, I think I would kind of like an overprotective guy because in my past experience, I haven't really had guys that even cared that much. So, yeah, but don't be a huge control freak. That's really annoying to girls. 10. Girls want to feel that you're proud of having them. They may not tell you, but sometimes they want you to show them off to your family and friends. Yes, show me off. Otherwise, don't be with me. Okay? Because if you're not proud to be with me, or if you're ashamed to show me off to, or claim me as yours, show me off to your friends and family, that definitely means you should not be with me, because that means you're embarrassed of me, and I don't want anything to do with anybody who's not proud to have me. Knowing her likes and dislikes. Yes, you should definitely try to figure out her likes and dislikes. Just ask her up front. You know, what's your favorite kind of flower? What's your favorite kind of chocolate? Oh, and by the way, mine is yellow roses and mint chocolate. I just had to throw that in there. That's just my personal preference. But yeah, that's pretty nice when a guy, like, remembers what you like and dislike. You don't have to, like, remember for eternity what her favorite, like, movie is or whatever. That's kind of, you know. But if it's something easy to remember, like, you should definitely try and, like, do that. Girls love romantic guys. Kiss her under the rain in front of your family and friends. It's not that hard. I don't know about kissing in the rain. I feel like that'd be kind of cold and uncomfortable. I mean, it depends on the circumstance, honestly, like, but kissing in front of family and friends, like, it doesn't have to be a full-on make-out, like, oh, I love you, like, no. It's a simple, hello, and I'm happy to see you, and you're mine, kind of kiss. Alright, number 13. Girls adore guys who don't only think about sex. Don't get me wrong, I understand that guys think about sex a lot, whether they want to or not, but it's kind of annoying when you feel like that's the only thing that he wants. So make time for other things, you know? Like, it's okay if you have a lot of sex, but there should also be communication, and you should do things that make both of you happy besides that, too. Like, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can just be like watching a movie without having to bang all the time, or like falling asleep together, or, you know, eating Chinese takeout. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It's nice to know that, like, you don't just want us for sex. Alright. Number 14. Say something sweet. Compliments go a long way. Don't give her so many compliments that she gets, like, overly used to it, but if you love her, you should honestly tell her, because she's not gonna say it first. She's waiting for you to say it so that she knows how you feel. Because if you don't say you love her, or if you don't say that she's beautiful or whatever, she's not gonna feel appreciated. She's not gonna feel loved. She's not gonna see that from you. And that's gonna make her not really want to be with you. And if she's still with you, you should definitely appreciate that. If you call a girl hot, it doesn't mean anything. Call her sweet and beautiful and lovely. That's the right way to woo a woman. Yeah, give me a nice compliment. Something that you don't just tell the average chick, like, oh, you're so hot, you got a nice ass, you got a nice body. Like, I could care less. Tell me that it's really cool how we can talk about, like, books for a long time, or that we have some of the same interests, or just talk to me about something you like, even. Like, conversations and nice compliments. Compliments that mean something. Like, wow, your eyes are so beautiful, or I love that shade of lipstick. It makes me really want to kiss you, something like that. And, if you're too embarrassed to say stuff like that, just, text her and be like, you're beautiful, and I just wanted you to know. All right, 16. Girls love to cuddle. A lot. We love to cuddle. Love. Love it more than sex. Love it more than chocolate. Love it more than makeup. Actually, I don't know about that. We love makeup a lot. Yeah. Cuddling, absolutely one of the most amazing things that a girl can feel. Because it's being close to somebody. Like, there's nothing like being close to somebody, having them right next to you, feeling completely at peace, and just like falling asleep with them. That, honestly, if I have a bad day, that's all I want. I don't want, well, I mean, I can't speak for every girl, but we don't always want to like go out. We don't always want to bang. We don't always want to, do stuff like that. Sometimes it's, or mostly, it's just enough to lie next to somebody and just take a nap with them. It feels really good, and it's very stress relieving, especially if you're a stressed out person like me. Okay. If a guy remembers something important to a girl that she said and he brings it up later, it makes that girl feel special. Well, yeah. I mean, if you remember something that I said that I like or whatever, and you make a point of remembering and bringing that up, like, let's say, I said, wow, I really want that mint chocolate candy that I saw in Rite Aid. And you say, oh, like 2 hours later, you say, let's go get some mint chocolate ice cream or whatever. Like, that's kind of nice. Okay. She doesn't expect you to read her mind. She wants you to ask her. She expects you to read her mind to a point, which is read her mind to know that something is wrong or to know that she wants something. Because that's where the silent like clues come in with the hinting and the non-verbal kind of thing. That's where all that comes in. And then after that, you go in with the what do you want or what's wrong kind of thing. But if you don't ask her when something's wrong, and if she says nothing, that definitely means something's wrong. It just means she wants you to, she's kind of testing you to see how much you care. If you accept that she says nothing is wrong, then she's going to say, well, I guess he doesn't really care. So we want you to ask us. Ask us what we want. Ask us what we need. Ask us how we feel. Ask us questions we want to know, or we want you to know. If a guy knows a girl isn't over her ex-boyfriend, don't call her out on it. Show her how much better you are. Yes, you should always try to be better than her last, because one huge misconception that guys don't understand is that even if we don't love the guy anymore, whatever that guy did to us that hurt us, we're going to remember that, and that's going to affect our relationship in the future too, and our relationship with you. So you need to you need to earn our trust back. You need to show us that what he did is not going to happen again, because that's when we get really hurt, really insecure, really paranoid, and that's how relationships fall apart. Because it's nothing that you've done necessarily, but we don't forget the past. And we know that the past often repeats itself. So just try to be a really good person to her and make her appreciated. Girls love to be stared at sometimes. Yeah, I mean, if we're flirting or whatever, like, I definitely would like to, like, make eye contact and see that you're looking at me. That would definitely be really nice. Looking her straight in the eyeballs. It depends. If we're, like, sitting really close together and we're, like, hugging or whatever, like, if you, like, really look into my eyes, then, that's a way of communicating, like, how you feel or whatever. 21. Girls love to be spoiled. They sometimes have this childish part of them that really comes out, especially when they want something really badly. As far as wanting things, I'm not going to demand things from a guy, because I know that, you don't have that much money, you don't have that much time if you're working a full job or whatever. Like, I'm not a very demanding person. A lot of girls I think are, but when we want something, yeah, you should probably give it to us if you are dating a girl who's really demanding. I'm not like that though. Okay, number 22. If a girl's heart has been broken, she'll be hesitant to talk about her problems to a guy at first. I have huge difficulty talking about my problems to guys because guess where it gets me? It gets me single, it gets me misunderstood, it gets me called annoying, and a whole slew of other things that I don't really like to deal with. So, no, I try not to talk about my problems to guys, especially guys that I really, really have feelings for, because if I tell them how I feel about like what's going on in my head or like what's going on in my life, tell them about like my problems, they just think I'm being annoying. And the reality is no. She's not asking you to fix the problem. She's asking you to just give her a hug and say it's going to be better. It's going to get better and I'm here for you. And we just want you to listen. That's all we want. And if you listen and you don't act like we're annoying, that's going to build a lot of trust and that's going to make us feel very close to you. When guys tell something meaningful, girls treasure it. Yes, if you say something really sweet, like over text or whatever, I'm gonna screenshot that shit and save it forever. Like, and just when I'm sad or whatever, I'll look at that, and that will make me feel better. It's just something nice. You should always tell a girl something nice and meaningful. We love long texts. We love things that communicate your emotions to us. We love that. 24. When a girl is being serious, listen to her. Listen, listen, listen. Again, listen as much as possible. Try not to give opinionated opinions that are not nice. Like, for example, if I tell you about some girl that was being very nasty to me in school, I'm not trying to be drama filled. I'm not trying to be over dramatic. I'm not overthinking it. It's something that actually offended me, and I'd like to talk to you about it because you're somebody that I trust to talk to about that. And talking, honestly, is one of the only things that makes us feel a lot better in some of these situations. It's how we relieve stress. 25. Treat your girl right or someone else will. I mean, that kind of speaks for itself. I need some more coffee, though. Okay. So yes, treat your girl right. Treat her right, or eventually she's gonna get so tired of being treated in a bad way that she's gonna say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. And she's gonna be gone. And that's how it goes. Girls love it when guys don't take a long time to reply and keep the conversation going. If you guys run out of things to say, just ask her about her fucking day or ask her, like, about something that you see in the news. If you don't know what to say, look up the goddamn news and get me talking about that. The way to my heart, personally, is asking me my opinions on something because I love debating or talking about a subject that I'm interested in. That's just me, though, but we love quick responses, quick text back. We love calls, even if it's just to say, hey, I hope you have a good day at school. Like, a call sometimes, it doesn't have to be like 15 minutes long. It can just be something quick and sweet. So we do appreciate that. I especially appreciate that. 27. Walk her home after a date. She wants to feel safe. Yeah, definitely walk her home if you can, or give her a ride home. It's not fun to walk on your own. It's kind of scary, especially at night. I don't live in a bad town or neighborhood, but I can imagine in places where girls do. I would be worried for myself and for you walking back alone, but I'd rather walk back with somebody, so yeah, you should definitely do that. 28. Make time for her. The time that you give her is very important, and honestly, if you don't make time for her, like, time is the biggest gift that you can give a girl. If you spend a lot of time with her, if you make her feel wanted and desired and appreciated, you're gonna have that relationship for like forever. Okay? And even if you don't want that relationship to last forever, you need to say, you know what? I don't think that we're meant to be together, or I don't really think that this is what I want at this time. And you need to be direct about how you feel. You can't just drag it on. You have to say to her, because this is one of those things that needs to be direct, and it can't be really something out of the blue either. As soon as you start feeling this way, when you're sure that you don't want to be in that relationship anymore, then you need to tell her. Because, God forbid, you start talking to somebody else and she finds out that way, you're going to hurt her 100,000 times worse than you would have if you just broke up with her. So, long story short, make time for her, and she'll feel taken for granted if you don't. Try to be interested with her interests. So, like, I play tennis. I would love for us to go to the tennis courts, and even though I'm not so great at tennis, play tennis. Like, boom. Boom. This is so much fun. You know, it's better than sitting around being bored. So, yeah, if she has interests, even if she just likes to go to window shop or like go to a bookstore, go to the library. Well, I'm just speaking from my interests because I love to read. Good books only though. I love books. I love art, and whatever she likes, you should make a effort to try to engage her in some talks about that, or give her some things that she might like that have to do with that. Like if she likes to paint or something, get her, a little paint set and maybe like a small canvas. I mean, hell, like a little present like that, I will love you forever, honestly. Girls love special things, especially when it's given as a surprise. Doing something like giving her flowers and toys for no reason would make her day very important and worth remembering. Yeah, I mean, I know it sounds cheesy, but if a guy bothered to give me a little present or something just out of the blue, that would just blow my mind, because honestly, like, nobody ever really does that for me. Like, and I don't know about other girls, but that's a great way to make her really, really, really happy. Yeah. Hugging her without a reason is very sweet, especially when you do it surprisingly. I love hugs. I love them. From a guy that I like, a hug is like fucking crack cocaine. It makes you feel amazing. Not that I would know that crack cocaine feels amazing, but from what I've heard, I guess. I don't know. Hugs are amazing. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, when girls hear their boyfriend bragging about the little things, like watching TV together, it makes them appreciate him more. Yeah, I mean, if you say, like, oh, we had such a great time together. This was, an amazing night, and it felt great to just sit and watch a movie with you, and um, that was, like, the highlight of my day or whatever. I mean, like, sometimes it's just spending time with somebody that makes you feel the best, even if you're not doing anything. Even if you're just lying there watching a movie cuddling. I mean, I don't know about guys, but for a girl, that's, like, one of the best feelings. Alright, so this video is almost half an hour long already, so I'm going to end it and make my next one, continuing this list, into what girls don't like. And that will hopefully finish up this edition of the coffee-driven rants slash whatever this is, because I don't really know if I'm technically ranting right now. Anyway, cheers.